housing numbers have been great. There's no denying that. How do you play the housing numbers? And this is something we've said for a while, since before Mr. Buffett had a stake in this company. Restoration Hardware, it's been on a tear. It has pulled back recently. Look at two different things. One, Mr. Buffett's in the name. Two, valuation isn't ridiculous. This trades at 16 times next year's numbers. You'd think it'd be a lot more, and I'll give you a bonus. Merchandise inventories last quarter were down 24% on very strong sales growth. You know what that means, Brian? What, Guy? It means their margin is going to be even better next quarter. So RH, in my opinion, is the way you play this.
I think it's Home Depot, and I think it's the home improvement stores, because while people are building new homes, the real trade is the fact that most people can't afford new homes, and most people are actually staying in their home. Interest rates are going to at least stay reasonably low on a relative basis, and people have jobs. The easiest thing to do is actually fix up your house. I think when you're talking about Home Depot, and I did a power pitch on this a few weeks ago, ultimately I think this is a stock that has a lot of sober news. An outlet from Investor Day that really talked about margin pressure, talked about shrinkage in their inventory, some things that the management team, despite making major investments in innovations in technology, people are waiting for the next move. It's a stock that, after outperforming the S&P by 3 times over the last decade, it's actually been something that's really kind of lagged. I like Home Depot here. I think it's one of the great management teams out there. And that, to me, is the best exposure to the housing market.
I think you can play the number via the home builders. They were overbought. They consolidated for about 3 months. So I think as a sector, they still look okay. But to your point, one of the things that I think can still be a tailwind is affordability. So if you look at the average home price relative to disposable income, that continues to get better and looks good for the home builders. But one of the things is all of that demand has been concentrated at the lower end. So when I'm thinking about names that I would want to play in that area, I think about a D.R. Horton, for example, where they've shifted their product mix to a little bit to the lower end. So I think looking in that area, you could play the actual home builders for a company that's focused in an area where the demand actually is.